Our guest now joining us on the broadcast is a thank you for speaking and of course getting us all those details. We have Sriraj Nair, who's the spokesperson of the VHP, and also Sanjay Jha, political analyst and commentator, joining us on the broadcast. Very good evening. Sriraj Nair, I want to come to you first. Is it easy to target Shah Rukh Khan also because it will grab all the headlines? Because is he within the ambit of the rules of the ICC and BCCI? Yes. Are there other owners to KKR? Yes. Then why go after Shah Rukh Khan? Why not target the BCCI here? Say that if you could have banned Pakistani players in 2008, why not impose that ban on Bangladesh? Why not question the ICC? Why say this? And why go after Shah Rukh Khan?
Well, in the past also, Shah Rukh Khan has done similar kind of mistakes by praising Pakistan. Now, here in this case, Shah Rukh Khan is a big star here in Bharat. And he has got love and affection from across the sections of the society. And when he knows what is happening in Bangladesh, post Sheikh Hasina fleeing Bangladesh and seeking refuge in India, we have seen the kind of violence, the kind of violence that's happening in Bangladesh, the way the brutalities are happening in Bangladesh. Just 10 days back, Deep Das Gupta was burned, charred to death. So all these things are happening in Bangladesh. There is no government, there is no law and order. The caretaker regime has failed to take care of the Hindus of Bangladesh, who are nearly 2 crore of the total population. And Shah Rukh Khan knows all these things. He is a learned man. He is not only an actor. He is well aware about this geopolitical scenario also. So there is anger amongst the society. We definitely want good relationship with Bangladesh. We don't want hostile neighbors. That's absolutely fine. But at this juncture, definitely Shah Rukh Khan should have taken care of the current issues, the way things are going in Bangladesh. So that is the reason there is a big anger amongst people. And this is not the one-off case where Shah Rukh Khan has done. In the past, several times, Shah Rukh Khan has indulged in irresponsible behavior and he has acted in ways which does not suit his stature and profile. So that is the reason there is a big anger amongst everybody. So in the past, nobody had any objection. Bangladeshi players taking part. There are Hindus also. Litan Das is a Hindu who plays for Bangladesh and he is a Hindu. There has been never a problem. But of late, the situation in Bangladesh is very grave. There has to be a strong message which has to reach to the caretaker government of the Bangladesh and the International Human Rights Commission, the UN, Amnesty International. All these big organizations should take cognizance of the inhuman activities and brutalities happening in Bangladesh. So that is the reason this anger is fair.
All right. Let me take this to Sanjay Jha, because fact does remain that the situation is extremely sensitive at this point. There are anti-India elements, anti-India activities openly thriving in Bangladesh. Fact is that Hindus are being targeted, and there is a clear pattern of that. And then I ask you that question, does it become the responsibility, especially of high-profile individuals within the country, to prioritize the nation's interests rather than going after what their business and their profits look out for?
Good evening to you. I'll keep my answer brief. There are two points that I want to basically argue. Point number one, hate mongers love the oxygen of publicity. We have seen how the Sangh Parivar has recently, and people in India have seen it in newspapers and social media, and including on television, how they attacked Santa Claus during Christmas, how they have gone after the Muslims, where lynching has now been normalized in India, and including now victims are occurring from people living in the Northeast. So we know exactly the kind of communal poison which is being spread by the Sangh Parivar. Point number two, look at their hypocrisy. Look at the hypocrisy of the Sangh Parivar. Who is responsible today? I agree with the gentleman who spoke before me that Hindus and Christians are being targeted in a very radicalized Bangladesh. I completely agree with them. Who is responsible for this? Who is responsible to save Hindu lives in Bangladesh? This incompetent and absolutely thoroughly ineffective Narendra Modi government, whose foreign policy has been a disaster. As somebody rightly pointed out, Sheikh Hasina could have been, over the last several months, been allowed to go to some part in some country in Europe or the Middle East. This government is an absolute disaster on foreign policy, and Hindus and many other people are paying for their lives in Bangladesh. If you read the reports now, even Indian Americans living in the United States are getting threats from Donald Trump's MAGA that these guys loved very much just about a year ago. Point number two, why aren't they asking question of Amit Shah? Amit Shah's son Jay Shah runs ICC, and the BJP dominates the IPL governing council and the BCCI.
Right.
Their rules, just let me finish, their rules allow it to happen. So instead of coming on a TV channel or giving threats to Shah Rukh Khan, for God's sake, speak to your own people. And my point number three, please ask the gentleman concerned,
Right.
where were you when during Operation Sindoor is still on, says Modi? The Pahalgam massacre is not even a couple of months old, and India is playing cricket with Pakistan in the Asia Cup simply because they want to make money. I mean, how cheap, crude, and vulgar can you be? So let us try and understand that if there is a rule that bans, I can understand the sensitivity. I'm not denying the sensitivity.
Right.
But don't blame Shah Rukh Khan. If the player is allowed to be there, Shah Rukh Khan's KKR has not taken Mustafizur Rahman because he's a Bangladeshi. They have taken him because he's a good left-arm fast bowler. Please understand the distinction between the two before you start targeting the Bollywood actor simply because he's a Muslim and more popular than many people put together.
No, but Mr. Nair, you must answer this point, because fact is that India did play against Pakistan after the Pahalgam attacks. In fact, Diljit Dosanjh, who had also raised this point, because his film was blocked because it had a Pakistani actress. And that is why he brought it up. But the match could be played, but his film was blocked. This cannot be selective. Either there has to be a blanket rule, or you cannot go pointing fingers at some individuals just because it's easier to target them.
Mr. Sanjay Jha is a very learned man. I respect him, but what he is saying is absolutely bizarre. Now, by saying that he has been selected because he is a very talented left-arm seamer, by that standards, if you go, Pakistan has got better left-arm fast bowlers. Then why we are not taking the help of Pakistani cricketers? This is not the answer. And second thing he said about Sheikh Hasina ji seeking refuge in India. There is a foreign policy. India is a giant nation now. We cannot expect the tiny neighbors of ours seeking refuge in London now. We are a regional power now. So that is the reason Sheikh Hasina has been given refuge here. That has to be understood. The other part is, as I said, Shah Rukh Khan is a big actor, loved by millions and millions of people across the caste, creed or culture. He should have been responsible. That is what is the public sentiment. We as VHP has not issued any diktat. Now he comparing about Pahalgam. Now selectively these people, especially Mr. Sanjay Jha is an ex-congressman. Today he is not there, but still his language remains the same of a typical congressman, where they have always been selective. It's very sad. Now here just recently a young boy has been brutally charred to death.
Right.
And every day there is literally some houses of Hindus being burned, some Hindus being killed. All these things is happening. It's all recent stories.
All right.
So this could have been avoided by Shah Rukh Khan. That is the reason there is anger in the people's mind.
All right, gentlemen, I get both of your point of views, and I want to thank you for joining us this evening. I know we can talk about this for longer.